We are almost to another weekend, practically there. There's plenty happening from Tampa Bay to Z. You know what? Plant City will be hosting a special 42nd birthday party.
A Potter party.
Potter party.
Yeah, it's a nice little combo there.
It's for Harry Potter later today.
There will be a variety of magical treats for all those young wizards, witches, porter parties, potties, whatever.
What you said.
The event is being held at McCall Park in downtown Plant City. Sounds like I said a porta potty party, right?
Well,
from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Admission is free.
I'm sure they will make accommodations. Tampa's open access, uncensored International Fringe Theater Festival has returned. This year's festival will feature 23 companies producing shows and performances over 10 days. A new feature this year is Kids Fringe Fest. But keep in mind, the kids' events are only at the dates and times you see right there on the left side of your screen.
And another fun event for the kiddos. Celebrate Shark Week on the St. Pete Pier this weekend. Tampa Bay Watch will offer free activities ranging from shark tooth hunting to shark trivia. You can also make and take home your own shark crafts.
Good times.
Way to celebrate those sharks. Hey, the Tampa Bay area is a growing art community as well. Artists from all over the world are showcasing their talents right here.
No better place. A local St. Pete artist is using the universal language of art to help everyone.
When I find these things, I may not understand it, but I will find out the cause of these problems. And then I'll put them in my paintings.
Hi everyone, my name is Hao Fenghe. I'm from Liaoning, China. When I first come to USA, and I don't know everyone, and also I don't.
Classes and Chinese classes as well. He also says his friend told him this quote, "Many pain makes a smile," which continues to support his art. You can check out more on his story on 10tampabay.com.
See the whole thing there. It's an incredible piece. JetBlue has agreed to buy Spirit Airlines for $3.8 billion. U.S. regulators still have to approve the deal. The merger would create the nation's fifth largest airline with a combined fleet of 458 planes. Now, the news came one day after Spirit's attempt to merge with Frontier Airlines fell apart. Spirit and JetBlue will continue to operate independently until after the deal closes.
The city of Daytona Beach has agreed to a $90,000 settlement with street performer Robert Brick, who also known as the Naked Cowboy. He was arrested during the 2021 week-long Daytona Beach Bike Week. That settlement comes after he filed claims against the city and arresting officers back on March 3rd for false arrest, excessive force, and property damage, in addition to challenging the constitutionality of Daytona Beach's panhandling ordinance. City commissioners voted 7-0 to go forward with the proposal on Wednesday.
Coming up on 6 o'clock on this Friday morning.
And here's what we're following for you today. A second arrest in the death of a 14-year-old girl in Tampa. Details on the charges against a 45-year-old man.
And a new third political party is being launched soon with the help of a former Florida congressman. One Florida senator was called out for not supporting a bill for veterans. We'll break down This Week in Politics coming up.
The Mega Millions jackpot is over $1 billion. But what are your odds, and are there ways to improve them? We'll talk about it.
Let's all improve our odds this morning. Grant, got a first look at the forecast there. Giggling a lot.
You think, how can I win? How can I win? Do you buy more tickets? Do you buy it from a certain place? Do you get a lucky rabbit's foot?
Do you do birthdays, anniversaries?
All the things. Jenny has the answers for us. I'll be tuning in. Let me take you right into your weekend, guys. We're at Friday. I feel lucky about that. 96 tomorrow, 95 on Sunday. More heat with only minimal chances for a couple of showers or storms. Starting off our Friday morning with temperatures around 83 in Tampa, 82 degrees in St. Pete, and mid and upper 70s in areas inland. No worries weather-wise this morning. Just watch out for that heat later on this afternoon. Those mid-90s roll in as we head through 3, 4, 5 o'clock with, again, only a 20 to 30% chance for a couple of those afternoon showers and storms.
Thank you, Grant. Good morning. Happy Friday. Well, we had an awesome start to our traffic. Now we've got a crash I have to tell you about. Sadly, it's off of I-4 eastbound near State Road 33. You can see a couple trucks pulled over, and you see the flashing lights. So this is just something that's under investigation now. No word yet on how long it'll take to clear it, but it is causing a little bit of a delay. This is in addition to another crash off of I-4 westbound in the opposite direction, the ramp to 98 northbound. There's a crash there. It's showing up as 3 separate crashes, even though it's only 2, one eastbound, one westbound. And then here's what it looks like along I-4 as you're headed towards Tampa near McIntosh Road. We do have a little bit more cars out right now, but that's expected as we get closer to rush hour. Guys?
All right, thank you, Sarah. Seeking justice for Alexia Alexander, a second person in jail in connection with this 14-year-old girl's murder.
The Tampa police chief made the announcement while discussing the city's rising gun violence. 45-year-old Robert Creed Jr. was arrested Thursday in Pinellas County. He's charged with accessory after the fact for first-degree murder.
He was located by the U.S. Marshals Task Force this afternoon, and he currently sits in the Pinellas County Jail.
Creed's arrest comes just 3 weeks after 44-year-old Ronnie Walker was arrested. He's accused of shooting and killing Alexia back in May. Tampa police say they found her DNA in Walker's car. The investigation into the teen's murder is still ongoing.
Meantime, Police Chief Mary O'Connor is urging people in Tampa to get involved in stopping gun violence. Look at this, because community leaders at Thursday's forum asked people to get involved by joining crime watch groups or not following the no snitch rule. One teenager brought some people to tears by sharing her fear of getting injured or worse.
I have a very, very close relationship with my mother. And if she found out that I got shot, I can't imagine her pain.
I can't either. The police chief says they will be hosting another forum soon, all to make sure people in all areas of the city have a chance to voice concerns. She says they will be announcing the date and time on their social media pages soon.
Meanwhile, the family of a young father killed at a block party on the 4th of July is pleading for people to come forward if they know anything. It's been a week since Winter Haven police increased a reward to $10,000 for information that leads to an arrest for the murders of Demetric Brown.
One day my son is going to grow up and he's going to ask what happened to his dad. And I don't want to have to tell him that someone took his life and they're still out there.
Brown was at a block party along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard when he was shot and killed. Investigators say they have interviewed about 100 people who were at that party, but still have no leads.
A Hillsborough County judge dismissed a lawsuit against Tampa City Councilman Orlando Goods. His former legislative aide accused him of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Through his attorney, Goods tells 10 Tampa Bay that he intends to keep focusing on affordable housing and gun violence issues.
Some heavy hitters made their way to Tampa this week, and a Florida senator caught the ire of Jon Stewart.
Aaron Parsegian breaks down This Week in Politics.
I'm Aaron Parsegian. Welcome to This Week in Politics, where Tampa was the spot to be. The weekend started with former President Donald Trump in town speaking to a crowd of young conservatives at Turning Point USA's annual Student Action Summit. Governor Ron DeSantis also spoke there, giving the young Republicans a potential look ahead to a 2024 primary race, perhaps. The governor came back to Tampa later this week, calling on state lawmakers to take aim at quote-unquote woke corporations, prohibit state investment in companies he believes are discriminating against people for their political beliefs.
Our investment fund should be for the best interest of our beneficiaries here in the state of Florida. It should not be a vehicle to impose an ideological agenda.
The governor is up for re-election in November, where he will face either Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried or former Republican governor turned Democratic Congressman Charlie Crist. Their campaigns are heating up just weeks away from the August primary. Both are fresh off their first and only debate where things got contentious.
If we vote for Charlie, we're going to see Ron DeSantis running for president because he'll get another term. If you vote for me in this primary, you will have a fighter, and we will end Ron DeSantis' career.
I'm very confident in our opportunity to win this election. Confident in the primary, but not complacent. And the same way about taking on Ron DeSantis, I'm polling ahead of him today.
At the national level, it was an emotional week on Capitol Hill after veterans and advocates blasted the Senate for blocking the PACT Act, legislation that would have helped vets impacted by exposure to toxic burn pits get the health care they deserve. Florida Senator Marco Rubio voted in favor of the bill, but a few dozen senators flipped their votes and blocked it, including Senator Rick Scott. Scott claims Democrats delayed the process, and he'll vote in support of its final passage soon. Are you sick of the two-party system? A Gallup poll from last year says 62% of Americans want a viable third party. And a new one will be launching soon. Former Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang is launching a centrist forward party alongside Democrats, independents, and Republicans, one of them being former Congressman David Jolly out of Pinellas County. In an op-ed in the Washington Post, the group says, quote, today's outdated parties have failed by catering to the fringes. As a result, most Americans feel they aren't represented, end quote. Their goal is to have candidates on the ballot in 2024. You can find a full recap of these stories and more on our website. In studio, Aaron Parsegian, 10 Tampa Bay.
Today is day 3 of the Bucs training camp, and if you want to see those practices in person, well, tickets are only available to season pass holders and stadium club members. But the beginning of the workouts, they are streamed on the Bucs website, YouTube, and Facebook pages. We have highlights from day 2 of camp ahead for you in sports, and we are hoping that Jensen's going to walk it off.
Speedy recovery, right?
Stay healthy.
By the way, if you want to root for the Rays, well, the kids eat for free at Tropicana Field today through August 25th. Kids 14 and younger, well, they're going to get hot dog, chips, drink, and high chew. Just download the MLB Ballpark app to hook yourself up. And if you go to the Rays game tomorrow, guess what? You're going to see 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean.
Not just see her, you're going to hear her. She's going to be singing the national anthem at the Trop ahead of tomorrow's game against the Cleveland Guardians. There'll also be Shark Week themed swag given out as well. Some hot dogs, free hot dogs for the kids.
No doubt. See, I tried to sing backup for Jenny. She said, Frank, get somewhere and sit
Frank,
down.
turn your mic off, right?
Right now, Jenny is in St. Pete keeping watch on that money before tonight's Mega Millions drawing. What's this bag looking like, Jenny?
Well, I'm going to make a promise to you guys right now. Even if I win $1 billion tonight with this big drawing, because I'm going to buy my ticket here in a minute, I will still sing the anthem tomorrow at the Rays game.
I thought you were going to say, I'm still going to give you some money.
She's not saying she's sharing, but she will share her voice.
I'm nice. I'm not that nice, Frank, but I'm nice. No, I'm kidding. Of course I would share, maybe. Anyway, this is only the 3rd time in Mega Millions' 20-year history that the jackpot has gone over $1 billion. The highest jackpot was $1.5 billion back in 2018. This store in particular, the reason I'm feeling so lucky, this is on 34th Street South, 5100, the Sunrise Quick Stop. Someone bought a Mega Millions ticket here last year that was $1 million winner. I'll take $1 million. That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, $1 billion's better, but I'll take $1 million, right? All right, guys, let's talk about your odds if you're playing the lottery. Now, to win the Mega Millions, if you buy one ticket, your odds are 1 in 302.5 million. Now, it improves slightly if you buy multiple tickets, meaning if you buy 5 tickets, then you have a 5 in 302 million chance, which are better than buying just one, but not a whole lot. As a matter of fact, it is true. Your chances of getting struck by lightning are way, way better. As a matter of fact, according to the National Weather Service, a person has a 1 in 15,300 chance of getting struck by lightning in their lifetime. So, yeah. And while we're talking about weather, by the way, if you do win, the experts, they tell us, take the lump sum. That's the best way to do it. It'll be about $600 million. I still think that's plenty to live on. I mean, that'll get you by, right, Grant? The one thing that it's not going to do, Grant, it is not. I have a 100% chance right now of my hair turning into a frisball if I take it out of the spray because it is so hot and muggy, and the sun is not even up yet.
Not even. But hey, I'll tell you this. This time of day is actually when it's the most humid, so it depends on how you look at it. But you're right. I mean, there is a chance you have to play to win, and the more tickets you buy, the better chance you have of winning. I mean, it's just a question of when do you stop buying those tickets? 10, 20? I know some of you are like, give me 50. 50. Here are your numbers, though, at least back home for your weather. We're looking at temperatures staying in the middle and upper 90s. I don't know if you want to play these numbers for the lottery, but this is what we play with as we head through the next several days, near record highs as we head into early next week. In fact, we're going to wrap up the month, making it probably the warmest month ever recorded. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit.
The experts say you shouldn't go in succession with numbers like that.
No?
But the other night, wasn't it? It was like 63, 66, 60, whatever.
I see the numbers in my account go up.
We'll see, I know. All right, it is never too late to clap back, according to Tom Brady. Got a message for his haters out there.
His clapback game is strong, and we are getting you ready for the weekend. Jabari is live in Tampa, getting a head start.
What's happening, y'all? I can't wait till this mega ball stuff is over so I can just stop planning and just go back to my regular life. But today, we can plan that I am at Comic-Con in Tampa. They are here. Take a look at all this art. They're setting everything up for the doors to open at noon. Hey, stick around because I got a sneak peek of what you can expect.